Hi YouTube, it's Maddie, the Emptiness Scrapper. Welcome to my channel. If you're returning, I'm so glad you came back. And if it's your first time, I hope you enjoy the series Tidy in 10. So those of you who have been to a Tidy in 10 before know what it's about, but I am just going to take 1 second to talk a little bit about the Tidy in 10 series. So here is my timer. I'm going to move it aside. We don't really need it, but I'll let you know when I start it up. So in this series, what I like to do is encourage everybody to go and get a project that they have been meaning to organize and take 10 minutes and organize along with me. Today what I'm going to do is a little bit of maintenance on my inventory binders. So if you've seen any of my videos before, you know I keep inventory of all my craft items in binders. These two are my color binders where I keep different paints, markers, anything that creates color, inks, and so forth. Up here I have in this binder examples of my stencils, punches, and die cuts. So I'm going to put these aside for a minute and show you what I have that I'm going to work on today. These are the pockets that I use to put in each of the binders and add my inventory to it. I will link it down below if you're interested. So these are a little bit pricey. I don't know of any other company that makes 5.5 by 8.5. If you have information on page protectors of that size, please share that in the comments with me. I would love to know. So this is what we are going to make. These are inserts for each of these binders, and I'll talk a little bit about why I have them stocked up as I do the Tidy in 10. So all I need are the binders. I'm going to put this aside. I just wanted to show you what they were if you were interested. This is nothing but Michaels cardstock, 65 pounds. Feel free to use any of the least expensive cardstock that you would like to use in your binders if you choose to have some. And in any color, I choose black and white. That's what is what I like to my eye when I go through my binders. And of course, my trusty Fiskars trimmer. So I'm going to fill up my pockets, and then I'm going to add them to my binders. So without any further fanfare, I'm going to start my timer. Here we go. I hope you have something to tidy for yourself and play along with me. So what I'm going to do here is just cut these each in half. And the nice thing about this binder is, if I'm careful, if I cut them exactly in half, they will slide in. That's the only cut I'll have to make. So I just randomly took some black cardstock, and whatever fits, that's what I'm going to go with. If I have extra, so be it. So this is 8.5 by 11, and half of that is 5.5. So this is the easiest trimmer for me to use for a task like this, and I'm just going to see how much I can get done. And if I'm not done, I've never really timed myself doing these things before, I will finish it up in another session, or maybe I'll continue on without the video flowing. But this is my system for stocking up on the pages, and then I'm going to add it in to the binder. So I'm going to talk a little bit about why I do that. First of all, those of you who know me know that I am a pack rat. People who watch my videos think that I've seen comments about people who have a false impression that I am actually a organized person by nature, and that is the opposite. I am a pack rat, And I absolutely have to work very hard to not have everything in disarray all the time. And that's why I work so hard at it, because I know for me it is super easy to just let things pile up, close the basement door, not look down there, and try to forget the status of my room. And that really is not useful, because what I want is to come into this room and relieve a little stress and make something pretty, make something that'll make somebody else happy. So in order to do that, I try to keep this room in relative order. Now, anyone who is a crafter knows that when you're in the middle of a project, there is no order, or at least not for me. You can let me know if you found a way to keep your room orderly while you're crafting. For me, not so much. But I try to clean up after a project is completed at some level. I'm not saying clean up to an extent where I've dusted everything, I've, wiped down all my surfaces. That's not going to happen. Unless I've finished a large project and it's time, I'm ready to do a big job on my room. But for the most part, no. I'm just going to put things back in order. And in order to do that, it's got to be easy for me. So having pockets ready in my binders makes it easy for me to organize the items when they come into my room. If it takes me time to make these pockets each time I bring something new into my room, I know I'm not doing it. I've got to make it so that a 5-year-old can do it, because that's who I am and that's how I roll. So what I do is try to accommodate for that by, making organization easier for me. If I can make it possible to put the things away quick and easy, then I have a shot of actually doing it. If you ever had kids, if you have kids now, I remember I couldn't get my kids to clean their rooms. It's too, depending on their age, it is too big of an idea for them even to fathom. Clean my room, what does that mean? But if you took a big box and say, put your toys in this box, even for a toddler, they can do that. They see the box, they see the toy, it's easy for them, they can do it. And what you do as a parent is you want to set your kids up for success. So I have to treat myself like a toddler and set myself up for success and try to make sure that putting things away is easy for me. Because I know me. If it's not easy for me, I am not going to do it. So if you have a tendency to not want to go through a whole bunch of anything to get your things put away properly in a way that is comfortable for you. We all have a different level of how much we need things in order to feel comfortable and relaxed enough to create in our rooms. So one size never fits all in life, and that includes our crafting life as well. For me, or maybe for you too, if you need to have things easy, organization made easy for people who are organization challenged, then find a way, strategize, think about how can I make it so when I'm done with whatever item I am using, how can I make it so when I'm done with the project, not in the middle, put it away, take it out, but when I'm done with the project, I feel like I can just put it away in short order. This is a little bit different because it has to do with new items. When I put together these organizational systems for my inventory, one thing I saw that when I kept bringing new items in, even if my room was organized, I didn't know what to do with them, and so my room was no longer going to be organized. Here, I know how to keep my inventory, so I'm gonna enter it into my room and keep track of it, and then figure out if I have a system where it would normally go, that I could send it right over and put it away where the rest of these items go. If not, I may have to create a new system. But all I know is if I don't make my systems easy for me to keep up with, not gonna happen. So the other thing is that I try to keep an inventory of my items so I don't fall into the trap of buying the same item more than once. I don't know if I'm the only one here, but I am guilty of that. Not too many times, but enough times to create an organization system like an inventory binder and, you know, think about ways to keep myself from doing that. The other thing that I do is try to not use my items till they are put away. And this way, I sort of get to treat myself if I've put it in inventory and organized it and put it away in a way that I can find it when I want it. So when I've done that and then I let myself play with the item, it's sort of an instant reinforcer. You did good, you were a good girl, you can play with your new toy. So like I said, treating myself like a toddler works for me. And I don't know if it'll work for you, but hopefully you put some item together that you want to organize right now. And hopefully it'll help you moving forward, keeping your craft room in check. It really has helped me. I'm not saying my craft room is always in check, far from it. But at least I have a way to figure out how to get there from time to time. And I'm okay with that. That's cool with me. So if you are looking for different ways to keep everything from becoming an avalanche, a disaster, collecting too many items, I recommend keeping track of your items in a binder and finding a place to put them. So there is my bell, and I'm not done. Guess what? That's okay with me. I can finish this another time. It is ready to go. And if you're interested in sticking with me for one more minute, I will just take these and place a few in each binder and call it a day. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was useful for you. I hope that you are finding little tasks to do in your craft room that help you in the long run keep it tidy and in check. So if you enjoyed this video and you're new, please subscribe. And if there are specific videos that you would like to see from me, either organization or otherwise, please leave a comment. Let me know. I would be happy to try to bring to you anything that you feel would be useful. I want to thank you for stopping by and remind everyone, above all, stay safe. Bye-bye, YouTube.